Huvo, welcome back to the channel. My name is David. Today we are going over my two lens combo for music photography. This is my Wombo combo, my peanut butter to my jelly sandwich. It is mwah, chef's kiss. And spoiler alert, the lenses are just a 35mm f1.8 and a 85mm f1.8. Seriously, you could shoot pretty much anything with those two lenses. Now, the reason I use prime lenses more so now for my music photography over zooms is because a lot of the smaller venues that I tend to find myself in, they are very dimly lit and they also prohibit the use of flash. And 2.8 in those situations just does not feel fast enough. So hence why I picked up the 1.8 primes by Nikon. Over the last 10 years, I've shot a lot of my work with zoom lenses, so switching over to prime lenses really kind of just opened up a whole new world of possibilities for me. So this is why I'm making this video, to share the 3 reasons how it has improved my work. Now, before we get started, quick disclaimer, Nikon did not provide any of the equipment shown. I purchased everything with my hard-earned money. So that said, let's go ahead and get started with the video. The first way this combo has improved my work is by forcing me to move around the venue to find the right shot. You see, with zoom lenses, it's easy to pick a spot, dial in your preferred focal length, and snap a few frames. But the downside is that your shots will end up looking very similar because you're staying in the one spot. However, with prime lenses, you can't really do that. Since you're locked to a fixed focal length, you're pushed to physically move, whether it's stepping back to capture a wider scene with a 35mm, or getting closer for a tighter frame with the 85mm. This constant movement makes each photo feel more intentional and thoughtfully composed. Which brings me to my next point. Composition can make or break a photo, which that alone is very subjective. I've noticed that when I shoot with zooms, I tend to get a little bit on the lazier side, which often leads to weak composition and weak photos. But when I shoot with primes, I'm forced to be more intentional about my composition. Why? Because I have to physically move to get the shot. That effort alone makes me think more deliberately about my composition, like choosing to step into a crowd of dancers to use them as a foreground element for a photo of the band on the stage. It's that physical engagement with the environment that sharpens my eye for composition, which now leads me to my final point. The act of moving with intention and carefully composing each frame is what allows me to tell more meaningful stories through my images. If you've been following my work, you know that my favorite moments to capture of a band are during their sound check or in the green room. It is these quiet behind the scenes moments where musicians typically are the most vulnerable, as they are mentally preparing for the show ahead. Maybe the lead singer is reviewing the set list, making a last minute change, or maybe a few band members haven't seen each other in a while and they're catching up, having a conversation about life or family. It's these subtle human moments combined with the movement and thoughtful composition that allow me to create images that feel real and alive. Using prime lenses also play a huge role to this. Why? Because they're compact and unobtrusive, which helps people in front of the camera feel a bit more at ease. And that's the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope me sharing my experience with these prime lenses will help you elevate your photography and maybe try something new that you otherwise wouldn't have. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and give me a follow on Instagram at DLowVisuals to stay up to date with my latest adventures. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hasta luego.